marketer. I have been in the commercial interiors space for a little over 10 years, and I've held roles with large companies such as Herman Miller, Shaw Contract, Natural Pod, all really focused around student experience, making sure that the spaces that we're building day in and day out actually support students. Education is where the meaning is, and there is nothing like seeing a student and an educator walk into a space that you've designed from the ground up, really focused on the behaviors that you want to encourage and support within a space, and seeing second graders, sixth graders, high school students, college students appreciate their space in a whole new way. And throughout my career, and even being a consumer of home furnishings and whatnot, I always come back to those moments of seeing the students in the educator spaces when they're coming into these spaces that we're designing. And that is just the most impactful part of my career. And when we were designing 317 on the Lackawanna campus, that was really where we started the conversation of if we could give that classroom as much thought as we do any other space that we would design, any of the home offices that we're in, the coffee shops that we go and visit, like, why do we stop short within these learning environments? And I always come back to the thought of where in your lives do you not have choice as to where you can sit, where you only have one choice. The only example that I've ever come up with is at the DMV or like the tag office. Okay, and that does not elicit good feelings. Anywhere else you go, you have choice. You have a choice in a coffee shop, an airport, a doctor's office, oftentimes even. And in that you can sit in a firmer sit, a soft seat, high top, etc. So why weren't we extending that opportunity into classrooms? And that really led to what we did with 317 and a whole host of other projects of bringing in choice and comfort for what people would actually want. That is a really important part of the shift that's taking place right now in our own minds as learners ourselves, as educators, as learning space planners. It's not about preparing for this what's next piece necessarily, or learning only happens in the classroom. All of that is so blended together right now of, obviously we have flipped learning and we're doing internships, and everything is coming together with access to technology and really looking at that component of personalized learning. Like, learning spaces are no longer just for learning. Like, we're doing that all the time, right? So you're not preparing students or even ourselves for the next thing, like you're in it right now. And I also think that's a mental shift. I know I felt it more during COVID, of just really appreciating the moment I'm in right now. Like, this is the stage and the place and the space in which I'm supposed to be. So let's appreciate that right now and not think about like, well, I'm getting ready for this next thing. Because then in many regards, you're like wishing your life away. And none of us want to do that. So how can we really look at like, this is where we're supposed to be right now to prepare us like for this moment, not something far off in the distance.